Okay over here?
Huh?
Am I okay over here?
Yes.
Okay. All right, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so when did golf come into your life?
Golf has always been a huge part of my life. I started playing when I was 5 years old, and my entire family plays, actually. Growing up, my parents, my brother and sister and I would always be on the golf course. We just spent quite a lot of time out there, and I have a lot of fond memories of being on the course with them and playing and being competitive within our family. But just spending a lot of evenings and afternoons on the course.
Did you ever consider becoming professional?
I would have loved to have been a professional golfer, but I never felt that I was necessarily at that level. And it was something that I just felt wasn't really, even though I love the competitive side of golf, wasn't really something that was in the cards for me. But I wasn't too upset about it because since I did realize pretty early on that golf course architecture was something I wanted to go into, I wasn't too upset about that. But I always wanted to play competitive golf as long as I possibly could. You know, I started playing at such a young age and played through college, and playing in college was always my goal when I was younger, and I'm just really happy that it actually came to fruition and I was able to do it.
So why did you decide to become a golf course architect?
Golf course architecture really includes three great loves that I have, which are art, architecture, and golf. And the game of golf I absolutely love because it is steeped in such tradition and is so rich historically, but it also is ever evolving, and I like that side of it. And as golf course architects, we definitely recognize that it's always evolving.
How did you prepare for your career in golf course architecture?
Well, I actually did a lot of internships throughout my college years. I did one every summer that I was in school, and my first internship was for a company that was renovating Harbortown golf links in Hilton Head, South Carolina. And I did as-builds for the company and was on site for them there. And it was actually a really neat summer to be there since that's such a famous course. And also Pete Dye made a couple of site visits. And so that was fabulous because I was able to meet him and talk to him. And that was really great. And the following summer, I did a second internship with the same company. And I was at their main office in Jacksonville, Florida, doing takeoffs and as-builds for them on their various projects. And I met a female golf course architect that summer, Vicki Martz, who worked for Arnold Palmer Design, and she's served as a mentor for me over the last 10 years, and actually mentioned to Tripp at an industry event. She mentioned me to him, and he was looking for an intern. And he contacted me. He thought it was really unique that I was female and a college golfer and interested in becoming a golf course architect. So I ended up coming out to intern with him the summer of 2002. And I was able to really experience all kinds of different facets of golf course architecture, and was able to make site visits and do the whole thing. And I did a second 8-month internship with him the following January through August. And my last year in school, I worked on my thesis, which was an architectural restoration modernization study. And then upon graduation, I came back out to Norman to work for Tripp full-time, and I've been working for him for the last 7 years full-time.
So, are there many other women in golf course architecture?
There actually are not a lot of women in golf course architecture. But that's honestly something that was never a deterrent for me, and if anything, it was quite the opposite, and it made it a bit more enticing because I felt that it was a challenge to get my foot in the door, but once I did, I felt that if I did well, I would be able to stand out as one of the only women in the field of golf course architecture.
So what's your role at TDA?
My role at Tripp Davis & Associates is to assist Tripp with grading design and routing design, and I also lend my perspective as a female golfer during the design process. And I also work on evaluations and master planning for all of our restoration projects. And I work on plan production of our construction documents in AutoCAD, and I also do most of our presentation graphics, our overall master plan renderings, and our perspective sketches that we provide clients, and then also our Photoshop image renderings that provide a before and after of what we're envisioning for the golf courses.
So going out and doing site visits and playing golf are all kind of part of your job requirements. That must be pretty nice.
I think every time I tell someone what I do, they automatically say, oh, that's so incredible and neat. And golfers and people even that don't play golf, they just find that extremely fascinating that we actually do that for a living. And it is an amazing job and profession, and I can see why people are envious of it. I feel very fortunate to be doing what I'm doing. I absolutely love it.